Beloved, glorious I Am Presence, fill me with your essence. Beloved Holy Christ Self, come within me and fill me with yourself. To my divine self I unite my personalities, body elemental, to whom I am very grateful for all the work that it does, and my new spirit. All parts of my being are now in balance, harmony, and alignment, and fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. And I will start by asking a viewer's question to Metatron. How do you know if your desire comes from your ego mind or is in line with your divine self? Greetings, beloveds. Well, to answer your question, it is not very easy to know whether your desire comes from your ego mind or is in line with your divine self. One of the tests that you might put it through is to realize whether it is in the highest good for all concerned. And if it manifests, then it most likely is coming from your divine mind. This is an inner distinction that will only come about through much practice and much inner discernment and knowing your true self. There is not a formula I can give you to allow you to distinguish between these two voices. But it will often be that the divine mind will gently remind you and encourage you to do something over and over again until you do it. The ego mind will often shout its demands and make them somehow feel urgent and pressing. But those are just small keys that I can give you. You must practice this on your own, beloveds. And the questions that she continues with are, which role does our free will play in creating our life? Do we really have a free will? Or is surrender to God's will all we have to do? Well, beloved, I have in fact addressed this issue before, but I am happy to do it again. Your free will can mostly be manifest in how you choose to respond and react and to feel about the events in your life. Most of the events themselves take place according to God's will. So you can choose how you respond to God's will. But indeed, most of the events in your life are part of a greater plan that concerns much more than you. You are used to thinking of yourself as an individual, or perhaps as a family, and you think that the decisions that you make only concern yourself or your family. However, every decision you make, every act you take, affects the whole of humanity. And therefore, with my view, from the perspective of serving humanity as a whole, only certain of your desires are allowed into manifestation at this time, because many of them do not correspond to the divine plan for all of humanity. So I hope that answers your question, beloved. It is best that you always ask that God's will be done in your life, and surrendering to that will bring you great joy and peace of mind as you truly begin to understand that everything that happens to you is for a reason and part of the divine plan. In the rest of your letter, you note that you would like to move to a new town because you feel that your time in this place is done, but you are not sure if this desire is your will or God's will. So I tell you, if you would like to move to a new town, begin the search. Begin to look for a new job or whatever circumstances you require in order to move to a new town. And if all of those things that you require fall into place easily, then it is most likely that that desire is in harmony with God's will. So I guess you could say that that is another way you can test to see if your desires are part of the divine plan. It would be by taking action upon them. And if they are fulfilled, then they are part of the divine plan. I know that many of you are in a similar situation, wanting change in your life, and yet perhaps not knowing how to go about it, not being sure if you should leave your current partner or position or home. So don't stay stuck in confusion. It is best to take action towards that which you wish to obtain. But then be at peace with the results, whatever they may be. It is your peace of mind that I wish you to focus upon. It is joy and love, which are all aspects of your true nature, that are most important. If you find yourself in a highly stressful situation, then make efforts to get out of that situation. As I said in the video on karma, just because you need to forgive the perpetrators that are causing you stress does not mean that you need to stay with them. You can take action to leave them and to get yourself in a situation where you can be more in the flow of light and joy. Because this is what you need in order to make a greater connection to your I Am presence. It is very difficult when you are stressed or depressed or grieving over any of life events to open yourselves up to the peace and the joy of your own divine presence. So accept these conditions for what they are, but then take action to make things better for you, whatever that action may be. I hope this answers your questions, beloveds. I thank you for listening to this video. I love you, and I bless you always. I am Metatron.